There is a viral video showing some police officers in Ibadan, or your state, harassing a female suspect. According to the reports, the officers had gone to the home of a suspected kidnapper and armed robber to arrest him. And there, they met a 25-year-old young lady who gave her name as Towobola. The policemen, after taking the kidnapped suspect away, faced Towobola, handcuffed her, and accused her of sleeping with the alleged kidnapper. Kindly watch this. We've edited it a bit, but watch it clip so you can understand what we're talking about.
They cover your face. Face me. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. I will date you. Face me. If you cover your face, I will CCTV camera go carry you. TV go carry you. All the station, I swear. All the station. Everybody will carry. What I go do for you? Stand up. Yeah, stand up, stand up. Stand up. Mo la family wa. Ibo. Kí lorúkọ ẹ? Kí lorúkọ ẹ? Eh? Ọlá.
Okay, so you can go online to get the rest of the story, but pretty much that was part of the harassment. Now, there are various angles to this. You know, if we look at it from different parts, there's the harassment part, and there's a part of them doing a legitimate job. They were actually going there to find a kidnapper and an armed robber, which was they're doing their job. So I think we shouldn't discredit or discountenance the part of what the police was doing. However, our issue, what the issue actually was, the questioning, the harassment of this young lady was the problem. And then how did she find herself there? That's another angle people are asking about. So let me hear your thoughts on this.
Okay,
Mariam.
so for me, immediately I said, before we talk about this, we want to talk about the job of the police officers, just so that people do not misunderstand us when we now face the actual reason we're here, which is they did a good job. They caught a suspected kidnapper and armed robber. So kudos to you, well done for a job, well done. And then, but they went ahead and they found a girl in that situation. And the questioning in the papers when I saw today were very unrelated to the crime. In fact, from the video that I saw, she was treated worse than the armed robber kidnapper. She was asked very, I don't know the
personal
kind of
questions.
No, it's not personal. We need to say the words. Very disrespectful questions about her intimacy with this person. You know, they asked her about her virginity, who she lost it with, why she left who disvirgined her for this armed robber. You know, nothing about the case itself. I would have preferred if it was, how do you know this person? And no questions that led to if she was part of the robbery gang, but it seemed like she was innocent. I don't have a problem with them putting her in handcuffs. I guess when you come into a thief's den, everybody is suspect. But then there are questions that you ask of her. So now to the point, which is, I say this all the time, and this is not a feminist thing, it's not a women's thing. It's just that there's a culture in Nigeria where a woman isn't really seen as a full human being. It's like you can tell her anything, insult her, disrespect her, and not expect her to...
So it's not a bit of sexism there?
Yes.
Because the man was there being harassed, but spoken to like almost like a human being.
Yes.
But then you give the girl being harassed.
Yes. So the armed robber and kidnapper is standing straight with his eyes up, with head up, his eyes looking at them in their faces as they're asking questions. Even had this look of, what kind of question are you asking me? The other girl is on the floor being asked questions that had nothing to do with the robbery. Questions to embarrass her, to,
suggest something else of her.
Yes, you called her a prostitute because she was there. She tried to explain why she was there. For me, I feel all that has nothing to do, it can be asked, but it was just disrespect because she's the female.
When I saw the video, the first thing I noticed was that she was hit and she fell down. And so I didn't understand the language. And then I was asking, did they catch her? Was she the thief? Only for me to find out that she was just someone who walked in, probably the girlfriend or whatever it is. So that brought me to the question of what sort of training do we give our police officers on how to handle issues like this? Because you are not guilty until you have been proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction. So if you are being treated as a criminal and tomorrow we find out that you're not, what sort of, what do you expect? Exactly. What conversation do we now start having? What sort of compensation do we now start giving this person? So I think our police should be very careful in how they handle these issues. I was also not happy with the handcuffs, but then I asked questions and I was told that because it was a criminal case, it was safe to assume that everyone there is a criminal and may have ammunition. So for the handcuff. Now, okay. I also had a problem with the place of questioning. It wasn't at that point that they would have been asking those questions. You come to a place, you pick up the person, you go to the station. They are supposed to have tables where you go in for questioning. And you can also ask to have your lawyer before you are present for your questioning. So I think we need to look at reforming our police, because the truth is nobody will see anything tomorrow and go report to the police, because we really do not trust how you will be treated at the end of the day. We need to look into that.
Yeah. So I also like the angle that Mariam took here, because when we talk about issue of feminism, sexism, people always think they started again.
Women.
But this obviously showed exactly what a lot of women are talking about, treating us with respect. Treating that woman with a... Now, the fact that she was there in itself is another angle, and I'd like us to also go there.
Okay.
A lot of young people are hustling. She said she just picked up her NYSC's certificate about a few days. She sells shoes. Now, so you're a young lady, you just finished school, and you're selling stuff, and then you're going to deliver to the person, and somehow you're now being friendly with the customer, and now you're cooking for the customer. Now, these are not crimes. These are anything can happen, because you can meet somebody love at first sight and get married the next day. Yeah. We understand that. But what can we tell young people who are meeting strangers? I mean, they tell you what could she have done better? Yeah. Not to find herself in that kind of situation.
Yeah, I think the first thing is to learn to protect yourself. Now, in this particular case, emotions were already involved because she was already cooking. So it's not because I'm not cooking for my customer now, I'm cooking for my boyfriend. So that's different. And you know, with young girls, once love and emotion is involved, they really do not pay attention. But for safety's sake, it's very important that you protect yourself. Let's take, for instance, you're selling online, and we have people who can do these deliveries for you. As a young woman, it's your first prerogative to protect yourself. You have people who can, it's 1,000 to do this dispatch delivery for you. So you really do not have to be the one present, except of course you are looking for something. Like in this case now, where a relationship was already ongoing. And sometimes you really can't protect yourself so much because you do not know. She didn't plan this. She couldn't have seen it coming. She didn't know the profession the guy was involved in, because they just started the relationship.
So it now reminds me of something like documenting stuff, you know, having a trail. I mean, when I was a young person, they used to tell me that just have a trail. No matter, don't let love just cover you. Let us know who you are, where they live. Always leave a trail. My brother would always sing that to my ears. No matter where you are, leave a trail. But let me take this call. Good morning. Are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Go ahead, please.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I think the police, they need a lot of training. They lack training a lot in this country, the policemen. And they need a lot of training. The policeman was trying to intimidate that girl. So that at the end of the day, we will go with a lot of money and even sleep with the lady. It's an intimidation, nothing more than that. He knew quite all right that the lady didn't know anything about the crime. And at the end of the day, even the man will pay them and they will leave him. So what are we talking about? Nigeria is, we are in a mess in this country. They need to look at.
Oh, we lost that call. But yes, so she's suggesting that even that the man actually is possible that the police knew that this girl was innocent and they were just trying to harass her. But if they knew she was innocent, why would they start recording her? I don't know. But I also don't want to discredit what the police were there to do. They went to do their job. And I think Frank Mba had said it very clearly. They were there legitimately. Yeah. So they were doing their work. But I think they went above and beyond the call of duty to start beginning to ask unnecessary questions. And that's where the procedural that guidelines should be clear. Let us know what exactly is what they're supposed to be asking and how they're supposed to do it.
So you were talking about how young people should
comport themselves.
You know, when we were growing up, we would hear stories of some parents who say, we met and in 2 weeks we got married. I just saw him and I knew. And I know how romantic and lovely that sounds to a lot of young people. But unfortunately, we live in dangerous times. Things have changed. People are not who they seem. You meet someone, you think you're in love, the person is all over you like they're in love with you, but they're not always, you know, good people. So that's why you need to protect yourself. You need to be careful who you meet. So, you know, I used to remember then too, they'll say when you're going out to meet a boy, go with a few friends.
Yes,
you know,
the first time.
And eventually we turned it to you pack all your friends and chop a man's money and the man will not pay for anything. But you know, these are the reasons why those kind of advice was given. And then ask the questions. There are questions you need. Is this the world that we need?
Ask questions in the beginning.
No, that's what I'm saying, that now we need to start asking some questions. A man comes and picks you up in nice cars. Oh, what do you do? You're not asking him how much is in your bank account, but what do you do? Oh, you're a banker. What bank? You're an oil and gas person. What company? At least those are the things. And but now we have.
They tell you, would you investigate?
No, so that's where I'm going. So they tell you, you Google this. You know, you Google. Thank God for that. You Google it. It's okay. You're protecting yourself. And then, you know, talking also about where she found herself. It's unfortunate. It was really an unfortunate situation because it's not all jobs that affords for you to pay somebody to make a dispatch. Sometimes you have to be in the presence of your customer. And many times it's happened to many people before where they find themselves in such a situation where you're caught up in the person's problems. Right. But what needs to be done is now on the police. You have caught these people. Do the necessary proper investigation.
And I think she said that they can have a phone to check. So that's a trail also. So you, based on the text messages and conversations you had with the person, they know that, okay, you just met this guy and obviously
it was obvious that the police was not interested in checking her phone. Like that's what Towobola said, it was just more of intimidation. Because the main person, by the time he got there, they could not even ask for the phone to find out anything.
Well, we have to wrap up on this, but I think we're happy that the Inspector General of Police is on top of this and he has asked for a full investigation, which we're happy about. So we'll continue to follow up on that story and hopefully the girl is released. And I think Nima said yesterday that she has the right to sue.
Yeah, she does.
If she even did, she feels like her personal rights have been infringed upon, she can absolutely sue the police. I think that's a rightful cause. Okay, let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll talk about other topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You can watch Your View on TVC every Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Nigerian time on DSTV channel 418, GOTV channel 27 and channel 47, StarTimes channel 121 and channel 307, Play TV channel 801 and channel 190, UHF 49, Sky channel 515 for UK viewers. Watch live on Facebook at TVC Connect and on our website tvcentertainment.tv/livestream.